Hey, Billy, what's up, buddy?
Sorry. There we go. That just did so far, right? That wasn't.
Bill, our trip went well, buddy. We made it home in one piece.
I'm gonna enter into StreamYard as well. We've got everything muted. Or is that gonna cause issues
I'm getting reverb.
again? I don't know why it does that.
What, did you say what, about 5 hours? 5, 6 hour ordeal?
So 3 hours to get down to it. And then it was probably about a 5.5 hour actual trip.
Trail ride.
Rides. And then another 3 hour drive home with, I mean, that doesn't count the stops for gas and to get a bite to eat and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of bangs and the scrapes and Jeep's a hot, muddy mess.
There were 22 Jeeps in our convoy.
Or caravan, whichever one you want to call it. There's Fecto.
Steve, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Hey, Fecto.
Hello, good evening.
How are you?
Oh, we're doing all right.
Oh,
Good.
The Skull of Lost Souls?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
The Skull of Lost Souls.
Oh.
The Fountain of Youth.
You enjoy.
no.
I can't do that stuff anymore.
I'm in the process of switching phone plans. I'm sick of AT&T. No connection, terrible service. No. So, I'm going to roll over to Straight Talk, because Straight Talk has good reception in my area.
grab one of my rock stars, I guess.
In the fridge.
Or
No, they're out there on the table hot.
glass of ice water and make you some sweet tea real quick from me.
And I haven't had a rock star since we came out and visited you guys. Them orange ones. You guys get a sponsorship by them yet?
No, I wish.
Man, you buy a pallet a year from
More than that.
them.
I honestly
Man.
wouldn't even know how to begin to even try to do that.
Wouldn't that be something? Man, you get the Rockstar cooler and everything. That'd be something cool. Well, it's been a while. You guys been doing good? Doing all right?
Yeah,
Hanging
been
in
doing
there?
pretty good.
Yeah? Good.
We went out on a Jeep ride today.
There you go. Cool.
Well, there's some pretty gnarly trails.
There you go. Good deal.
Video will be coming.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
have a video forthcoming.
What's up, man?
So, at a popsicle.
There you go.
You won't believe what I got the other day. An orange push. I haven't had one of those since I was like 16.
All right, Will.
I'll leave you guys alone now.
All right.
Yeah, so I sold the Mustang.
Did you?
It's gone. Yeah. It's gone. Paid it off in a year late. Well, paid it off in like 2-3 years later, and I got rid of it. So I got rid of it because it was sitting more than it was being driven for practicality reasons. So traded that in, got a 4Runner. So
Well, there you go.
yeah. So it's not totally tricked out. It's not the $80,000 version, obviously. But it's got everything I like in it except having lockers in it. It's the only thing I don't like is it ain't got the rear locker, but whatever. I can
Her Jeep's got the front and rear lockers. It's got the automatic sway bar disconnect.
yeah. Those are nice. Yeah, see. Yeah. Ugh. I wanted lockers in that thing, but we got a couple fab shops around here that specialize in doing 4x4 fabrication. So when I get some extra money, I might look into having at least a rear locker being put into it. Like my truck's got a rear locker. I love it. Don't use it a lot, but when I do, it's awesome. It's gas. So
Yeah, it definitely comes in handy having both the rear and the front.
yeah, front lockers are nice. Front lockers,
Yeah.
that's
Sucks the gas.
oh yeah, it does. Yo, every time you every time you press the pedal down, it's like flushing a toilet when you got all the lockers engaged on trails and stuff. But when you need them, it's nice to have them to get out of a situation or whatever. Yeah.
There was this hill we had to go up. Let me tell you what, it was like climbing the stairs by those rocks.
Oh yeah. Yep.
It's freaking fun.
Yep. You guys ought to plan a trip out to Utah with the Jeep and go up to Moab and stuff. You have a lot of fun. There's a lot of trails with different difficulties and stuff that are totally family friendly, but it's a wicked trail ride. You get some incredible photographs and stuff. So cool.
Yeah,
like go out to Sand Hollow and all that stuff. It's so much fun. Really good family event.
A badge of honor program that has various trails all throughout the whole U.S. And
Really?
if you go to them and you log in that you're there at the trail, and once you're done, you submit that you're done with the trail ride, and they actually send you badges to attach to your Jeep that you've accomplished.
There you go.
Trails and such. So there's definitely some incentives. It really amazes me how much we pushed my Jeep at stock level through today, and it held beautifully.
Scrape, bang, boom.
Well, can't help that part of it. There's no lift on it yet.
Well, here's the thing. If you're hitting trails, you're going to get battle scars. That's all there is to it. But the thing is, it's 90% up to the driver at the end of the day. Yeah, you can mod it, obviously you have to have some mods for some trails, 6-inch lift, etc., but it really boils down to the driver at the end of the day if you survive the trail. It's like,
We survived, and I did 2 of the 3 trails. I let him drive one of the middle one.
Yeah, that was enough for me.
Yeah, he was like,
It's
"That's
fun,
it,
though.
I'm done."
it's so much
I was
fun though.
freaking loving it.
Yeah, it's definitely a thrill for sure. It's a lot of fun. That's fun.
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. Just the freedom, the holy cow, the freedom
Yep.
of just being able to go and what it can do. We're going through creek beds, up and down
Creeks.
mountains and roads and the rocks. I mean, it's just
Driving through the creeks.
driving
yeah.
through the creeks.
Yeah, it's good
Yeah,
fun.
there's times we had to have been at a 30 to 45 degree angle. Literally felt like we were going to be on our side, and it held and it pulled right through.
Yep. Yeah,
Now,
that's
those
good.
4Runners are nice vehicles, buddy.
The Forerunners are nice. They're expensive to get trail ready. So like doing like an overland build on a Forerunner, boy, you're gonna be spending some money.
Oh yeah.
Because of the fact they're foreign vehicles. So that alone right there, you're spending some money. So eventually I'd like to, but like I said, I got rid of the Mustang because it's so much easier just, hauling kids around and stuff. It's so much easier. You're not pulling seats forward, folding them down. It's like, man, just throw them in there and it's good to go. I'm going to be putting a new set of shoes on it here soon. I'm going to be putting a set of Patagonias on there, like on the truck. Lift kits for that thing, man, they're freaking expensive.
They are for the
Lift
Wranglers,
kits on them
too.
Forerunners. They're cheaper on the Wranglers than they are on the Forerunners.
Oh
It's
wow.
nuts.
Yes, Bill.
It's like,
That's
God
crazy.
damn.
Yeah, I know that I'm looking at probably just a 2-inch lift. I think is about all I need. Anything more than that, I don't think. due to
We'll
my
be able to get in and
disabilities,
out
I'll
of
be
it.
able to get in and out, even with
Yeah.
drop down steps. I'll still have issues. So 2-inch is probably about as much as I can go, which means I'll have to stay on like trails level 4 and lower, and that's fine. I'm not trying to do any crazy climbing and all that.
Hell, with a 2-inch lift, we'll still be scraping on that one we went down.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably still would be.
Yeah, there's some trails where you must have mods or you ain't making it through. That's it.
Well, this was a whole beginner ride, and I swear to God that there's no way in hell that these were beginner trails. Because it was sketchy. Some of the hairpin turns.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that sometimes the road was not there. The trail was not fucking there. It was like,
Yeah, it's a total
where-
adventure. It is. It's an adventure. You got to read the trails and stuff. But it's so much fun, though. Once you get on them trails, it's fun, especially if you go camping and stuff. Spend the night out in the woods at the trails or whatever. So much fun. Get a lot of beautiful photographs. Have a good time. You're out wheeling. It's a lot of
We've got
fun.
several hours worth of video that I'm going to have to compile and edit and everything else. But, oh my goodness, it was just so exhilarating.
Yeah, that's
Well, lift kits all depends on what you're lifting
yeah. So
and how much you're looking to spend, really.
the popular lift kits for the Forerunners is Old Man Emus. It's an Australian company. They're pricey, but they're some of the best out there. There's a lot of options out there. Rough Country makes a bunch. I'm not a big fan of Rough Country because I figured if you're going to do something like that to a vehicle you plan on keeping for a long time, you might as well drop the cash and do it right the first time. But, Bill, you're looking at, at least for the Forerunners, what I've priced out, you're looking anywhere between, $3,000 and $6,000 to do a quality lift. A quality lift. That's not including replacing bumpers and stuff like that with different recovery points and all that stuff. That's a whole bunch of different, chapter of add-ons and stuff. I don't go wheeling. We don't have any place around my area to go wheeling at unless you go to the freaking lake and hit some trails out there. But it's, it's nothing interesting or fun. So why?
Like
you got to
for the
travel that.
Wrangler, I'm looking at anywhere from about 500 to 1,200.
Yeah.
For a anywhere from a 2 to a 4-inch lift.
Yeah,
It
see,
depends
I
on
think.
them. And that's going through extreme terrain, which is one of the
Yeah.
highly recommended shops for Wranglers and such.
Well, the nice thing about the Wranglers, everything's American made. So the thing is, you can find kits and stuff everywhere for the Wranglers. It's just a matter of finding one in your budget and rocking with it.
Yeah.
That's the problem when you buy foreign, like Toyota or whatever. You're dropping
paying
some
for
coin for it because it's it's just the market. That's all there is to it. You don't see a lot of Toyotas up running trails unless people have custom fabbed half their stuff. It's a custom rig. And then you compare the Wranglers and stuff. Well, you can buy kits and this and that all over the place readily available, and they can cut the cost on it because they know 20 other companies are making stuff for it. It's really accessible for the Wrangler people to modify their rigs to hit the trails or build hunting rigs or whatever else they want. It's
Hey,
incredible.
Bill, to put a 3-inch lift on your truck, what I would recommend you do is Go talk to an off-road
Go find a 4x4 shop.
Yeah,
shop.
that's Carl's 4x4 up in Carlisle. Yep.
Go find a 4x4 shop.
Yep.
Here in Ohio, like for our group, we utilize a group called High Lift Off Road.
Yep.
And they are fantastic. The owner, I know the owner personally. We're friends on Facebook. He's actually working with me on trying to figure out a way to help modify my Wrangler to work with my disabilities, because I'm having more and more issues health wise, and my Wrangler is like my freedom from everything, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So because of that, I refuse to give up my Jeep. That's my baby at this point.
Well, the biggest thing is find a good fab shop, a fabrication shop. They're going to be your best friends with stuff like that, because they can make anything and do anything you need them to do to accommodate you. So fab shops is the guys to be friends with.
Which is High Lift
Yes.
Off-Road. They're a fabrication shop. And
That's they can take a sheet of steel and modify and turn it into something that you need or parts or whatever else. That's the fabrication guys. So for mine, the most common lifts for mine are 3 to 4 inch lift kits for the 4Runners. They cost a shit ton of money, unfortunately. Foreign vehicles, that's all there is to it. If I had a Wrangler, it'd be a whole lot cheaper. But the thing is, I don't hit trails all the time. This is a family rig, a daily driver, whatever. So, I put a good set of shoes on it. Okay, it's going to be capable in the winter. It's, you could hit a trail with it if you wanted to, but it's not going to have the ground clearance for, extensive trails or anything. But the thing,
What color is it?
it's silver. It's silver. I haven't put any pictures of it online. I need to. I haven't taken any photographs of my new rig. I got that back in, what was it, April? May? Yeah. I don't know. I guess call it a midlife crisis when I'm not yet at my midlife point. I don't know. I went up to the toilet. Well, the thing is,
my Jeep is a midlife.
I went up to
midlife medical crisis for me.
Well, I went up, I contacted the Ford dealership. They had a 2000, 15 or 14 Jeep Cherokee. I was like, okay, we pick up a Cherokee. It's got, I don't know, close to 100,000 miles on it. Whatever. It's 4-door, 4-wheel drive, whatever. We'll take it. And I went up there and looked at it, and I test drove it, and it's like, okay, drives like any other Jeep. It drives like a Jeep. You guys know what I mean when I say that. It drives like a Jeep.
Yeah.
And then I was in a showroom and I seen this nice silver 4Runner, and I'm like, God damn. I was looking at it. I'm like, what's the tag on that thing? And he's like, it's like what, 37,000. I'm like, shit.
Did you get them on your computer?
I was looking at it, and it's like, okay, we got 4-wheel drive. It doesn't have the rear locker, whatever. Okay, that can be changed in the future, whatever. We got rear diff vents up high. We got front diff vents up high in the engine bay. Okay, that's cool. So we can cross some deep water up to the doors or the headlights, whatever. I was like, you know what? Toyotas last forever if you keep up on the maintenance. They just keep going.
They do.
And they hold their value.
Yeah, they hold wicked value. Toyotas for some reason hold value. So I wasn't even thinking about that at the time, but I was like, okay, so they last forever. They have a 6-cylinder engine that's been proven over the past 15, 20 years that they're using in it. It's reliable. Okay. It's a 300,000 mile engine all day long if you keep up on the maintenance. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to drive that home today, go get the paperwork. And the guy's like, huh? I was looking like total shit. I'm not kidding you. I was looking like total shit that day. I was in like pajama bottoms and like my flip-flop barbecue shoes, and I was in the Toyota dealership, and I said, I'm going to drive that bitch off today. And so, you look how you want to buy. You look poor, you buy poor, right? So I don't know who can relate to that, but when you go into dealerships and stuff, that's how they kind of look at you. So it's unfortunate, but it's true. So I told that guy, and he was telling me, he's like, oh, we never had anybody switch on a deal at the last minute. I'm like, well, I'm doing it right now. So you're either going to give me the keys to that bullshit or I'm going to walk out. So we went to paperwork and everything, and we got that. And honestly, I was surprised because he got me on a finance term for that thing at 2.9 APR on a used vehicle. And so I got $15,000 trade in on the Mustang. So I got applied to it. So I'm like 19 and some change I owe on this thing left, which hopefully I can pay off in a year and a half if I budget properly. So it was crazy. I drove off with that thing, and it was on the showroom floor on the inside. And I said, hey, you're going to replace this for free if I get it to 1 million miles? And I'm like, oh, well, if you get it to 1 million miles, drive it back up here and we'll talk about it. And I'm like, yeah, that's bullshit, but we'll see. If I get it to 1 million miles, I'll drive it back up there. Like, you can park this bitch on the showroom, and then you give me a new one. I don't know. That's wishful thinking.
Almost 242,000 on mine.
Wow. Yeah. See, that's quite a bit. Yeah.
What year is that?
It's a 2016. So when I bought it, it only had 60,000 miles on it.
That's good.
So I'm like, this bitch is basically brand new for considering it's a Toyota. So, Steve, I'm sure you've turned wrenches on Toyotas quite a bit back in the days. I mean, if you take care of them, they last a long time. Usually when they do have a significant problem, it's usually expensive to fix, unfortunately. But, I got the 7-year dealer level warranty. You can't beat dealer level warranty. So I went on ahead and was like, all right, throw a couple extra $1,000 on for the dealer level warranty and roll from there. So that's what I did. I got that. So free oil changes for 7 years.
Watch your warranty issues.
Yep, I'm not gonna argue that. You can't beat a dealer level warranty. So anything that goes wrong, I take it to them. They fix it. They just fix it. That's all there is to it.
My first car was a Toyota.
Really?
Yep. 1978 Toyota Celica GT.
Wow.
My first truck was a Toyota. 97 Toyota Tacoma.
Really?
It had over 200,000 on it when I bought it.
Yep.
And I just beat the damn thing into the dirt because I was 18 and didn't give a shit.
Yeah, man. But let's put it this way. I mean, I like Toyota. Senior had a Toyota. He was pushing 250,000 miles on his old Toyota truck, little 4-cylinder. He pulled a bass boat with it, a fiberglass bass boat with it forever. And he got sick of replacing head gaskets on it. And he originally sold it, or finally sold it after so long. He got sick of doing that. But I worked for some chick that had a 4Runner. I think she was pushing 500,000 miles on hers. Still run good. Had a big ass lift kit on it, big old tires on it, and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what? I like Toyota. They have a proven reliability factor to them. I like them. I'll take it. Drive it off the lot. I'm already here. We're already getting ready to sign paperwork on something, so I'll take that one home. So it's both convenience and
Yeah, Bill, he's got a 6-cylinder in his.
Yeah, 6-cylinder on the 4Runner. I don't have the V8. The gas mileage is bad enough on the 6. That thing's terrible on fuel.
So what size tires you plan on putting on it?
Well, the size I don't have a lift kit on it yet. Eventually, I would like to but it runs 265. It runs the original tire size on my F-150. So 265 70 R17s. That's the tires on my 4Runner. My truck is the exact same stock except 18-inch rims. So
you could probably put 33s on there.
I probably could. I could probably get away with 33s.
I wouldn't go higher than a 33 because then you'd have to step up the height on it.
Might step up the height or trim the front fenders, which isn't a big deal. I don't care about that stuff. The thing is that the stock tires, you're about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch away from that front fender. So if I venture too far away from that, I'm going to have to start cutting on the thing. But like I said, I'm not too worried about that at this point. But I do want to put a different set of shoes on other than the goddamn road tires that came with it. So
yeah, mine's getting new tread after Christmas.
Yeah, definitely get some good shoes on there. I don't know if you guys got the DoorDash emails by some chance. You're getting 20% off with Goodyear.
Yeah.
Them Goodyear Duratrax are a phenomenal tire. I've been debating them. The Duratrax, Goodyear Duratrax. They're a freaking awesome tire. They're an AT tire, but god damn it, they perform good. The thing is that even with the 20% on them, I'm within a $50 difference of putting a set of 4 of Patagonias on the 4Runner or a set of Duratrax. And it's like, man, you know what? I'm loving the performance I'm getting out of the Patagonia, the Milestar Patagonia MTs on my truck. So shit, put them on the 4Runner. I mean, they're priced great for what they are and how long they last. They're priced bang on the bracket. I love it. The difference is that the Duratrax from Goodyear, you get a 50,000 mile warranty on them. I think it's a 50,000 mile warranty.
That's a good warranty.
Which is nice. Yes, that's the difference. Milestar on the MT.
Rotated and balanced.
Yes. So Milestar doesn't offer warranty on their MTs. That's the thing. So you buy them, you're screwed if something goes wrong with them for whatever reason. You know, they wear too fast or whatever. But
now, are you doing the 5th tire full size spare, or does yours have the donut?
I got a full size spare on the 4Runner and on my truck, but I didn't buy. I kept the factory spare for both. I'm keeping the factory spare for both. The factory spare on the 4Runner is just fine. There ain't no cracks, but the one on the F-150 of mine, it's.
They still have expiration dates, though. You need to watch the expiration date on it.
Now, but when I got my Firestone MT2s taken off of my truck, I kept the best one out of the 4, and that's going to be my spare, and I got that in my shop. So when the factory one underneath turns to bullshit, I still got the spare at the shop I can use as a spare if I need it. However, because it's a 285 and not a 265, it won't fit up in the spare tire well on the rim. So I got to keep that bitch off, so I guess it kind of defeats the purpose of a spare unless I carry it with me all the time. But then again, it's still got a mount. I don't know, whatever. But
personally, I'm doing 5 matching all the way around, especially since mine is carried on the back end. And then when it comes to tire rotations, you do a 5 tire rotation, all 5, so that way you get the wear and tear of the tire that you're paying for.
Yeah, that's right. You could really stretch that shit out when you do it that way. I don't know, but yeah, I want to put some Patagonias on the 4Runner and see how it runs. They work good in my area where I'm at and stuff. I know, Steve, I was talking to you in February. Them Milestar Patagonias, they're phenomenal in the snow. At least on my truck, on that vehicle, on my F-150 2013, man, them bitches perform great in the snow. They're great. I love them. So, at least with what I'm dealing with in my area, they're a great tire. That's okay. So I gotta look at these comments here. 6-cylinder in the 4Runner. Problems with Firestone? I haven't heard any. Haven't read any. I'm not running Firestone anymore. The MT2 tires, Bill. The Firestone MT2s, they're a great tire. They work great in the snow. They work great in the wet clay and stuff that we have around here. I love that tire. It's a great tire. They are a little bit on the expensive side. Let's see. So Firestone's a long time ago were having problems. They used to put them on, Ford used to contract with them. That used to be a factory tire, and they're having blowout problems and stuff a long time ago. But I haven't heard of any issues recently with Firestone tires, at least not their premium tires. Let's put it that way. Their budget tires, maybe, I don't know. Their premium tires like the MT2s and stuff, they've ran great. I love that tire on my truck. It performed great, it pulled great, gas mileage is fine. They didn't howl. My suspension was going to shit on the front of the truck, and it caused cupping issues on the tire. That was the only thing that caused them tires to go to hell so quick. So I got rid of them tires because the cupping was getting so bad. It could be dangerous in wet conditions. So I got rid of the MT2s, kept the best one of the 4 as a spare, and put the Milestar Patagonia MTs on there. I love Patagonias. Love them. Highly recommend the Milestar Patagonia MT tires. Great tire, and honestly, for an MT, they're fairly quiet on the road. Once they start to wear in a little bit, depending on how the vehicle wears on that tire, they stay quiet for a long time. I'm starting to get a little bit of a howl on the highway with them. But other than that, it's not bad at all. If you're listening to music or whatever, it's no big deal at all. It's no big deal. So I fully support the Milestar Patagonias. I've been pulling with them all season. I plan on putting a set here pretty soon on the 4Runner, so I'll be able to report back to you guys on that. We're getting into winter conditions. I got the factory summer tires or some off-brand tire on there. I haven't really researched the tire that's on the 4Runner now. I know they're a summer tire. I don't know if they're China bombs or not. I'd like to think that they're not, but I don't know. But I plan on putting some Patagonias on that. It's just my 4Runner is basically just to run into town, take kids to school, stuff like that. It's a daily driver, but it's not long distance or nothing, so it wouldn't be crazy wear on them. But when the inclement conditions or whatever happen, there's a tire on it that can deal with that safely. In fact, I guess I'm the face of the stream right now. So we'll go a little story time. Elms Lawn Care, you guys know him. I went to drop him something off earlier today, and I went to back into the driveway at his place, and it's got a little bit of an incline. Nothing crazy. But with the summer tires on my 4Runner, I had that bitch in four-wheel drive, and I wasn't even moving in four-wheel drive with these summer tires, and it's just, a little bit of ice, a little bit of snow, because we got 5 inches of snow last night, surprisingly. And I'll tell you what, the tire that's on it now in inclement conditions, winter conditions, is going to be a dangerous tire, and I'm not having that. So I'm gonna be getting some Patagonia MTs. I'm gonna put them on the 4Runner, and it should be, from what I've experienced on my truck last winter, or at least the snowfall we had last February. That tire performed flawlessly, beautifully in the snow on my truck. So I trust that tire to put on my 4Runner, which is the vehicle I, pick kids to and from school in. I'll put that tire on there, and it should be no problem at all. So, we got snow last night. So them weather terrorists on the news, they were saying, we're going to get a dusting of snow. It'll be there and gone by the time you wake up in the morning. So I could, whatever, no snow. Well, sure enough, my bitch ass wakes up at almost noon. I slept in today. It's a weekend, right? We all can sleep in. And we got like 5 inches of snow last night. And I'm 20 minutes outside of St. Louis. We got like 5 inches of snow. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I would have been up when that snow actually fell, which was between, I guess, like 4 and 6 a.m. It started to fall really bad, like blizzard conditions, to accumulate to 5 inches that we got for a short time. I would have been up then getting ready to do recoveries for people and stuff, because I do recoveries when it gets snowfall. I help pull people out of ditches and stuff like that. But I didn't even know about that. Then weather people said it was supposed to be here and gone by the time we woke up, but no, it's still here. I can go outside right now, and we still got snow stacked up. It's been below freezing all day long. So I like the snow. Grew up in Alaska for 17 years and moved back to here 20 minutes outside of St. Louis in 2010. That's when we moved here. So snow ain't nothing new to me. You got to have good tires in the snow. That's all I know. Bridgestone makes the Blizzak tires. Those are phenomenal in the snow. A lot of people love the Blizzak tires. Yeah, so you guys see the skull? I like the skull. And this is my new drinking glass, a skull. Fill it up with whatever juju you want, and you're good to go. You're drinking out of the skull of lost souls. That's it. It's empty now, though. But yeah, some Patagonia MTs is probably going to go on the 4Runner here soon. I got to have, my friend works at a mechanic shop, so I'm going to have him check see what kind of prices he can get. And I'm going to check with Discount Tire. We just had a brand new Discount Tire open up down the street from us. I might check with them, see what kind of prices they got, see what my buddy can get at his shop for, wholesale prices or shop prices on a set of 4 of those Patagonia MTs, and see what I can do from there, and then probably purchase a set and get them on and report to you guys after we get some bad weather and tell you how they work on the 4Runner. Steve, welcome back. Welcome back. I've been keeping them entertained with my stories.
Damn cat fucking turned my computer off.
It's all good. It's all good. I haven't skipped a beat since you left.
I've been listening. Now I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette.
So the roads, honestly, they weren't covered in snow. They were all bare concrete. So I don't know if the road crews around here got some kind of premonition or whatever, but the roads were clear. They were dry. There was nothing crazy. Even on the side streets, there was nothing too crazy.
Bill, the cat's a bitch.
I don't know.
We came home to about 3 inches.
3 inches? Yeah. There you go.
And it's still coming down.
Yeah, it was cool. I was happy to see the snow. I love the snow. I like the cold weather. That's just me. That's, I like it. Some people don't like it. I don't know. I like the cold weather. I was raised in the cold weather.
I hate the cold.
I was raised in 4 hours of daylight as the shortest day of the year. And you get 7.5 to 9 months of winter depending on the year. It's a lot of fun. I like the snow. I don't plow snow in my area because we don't get a lot of it. And it's just not worth investing the money into getting a plow and, modifying the truck to take a plow and all that stuff, because got airbag sensors in the truck, and if you run a plow, you have to delete the airbag. From what I understand, you have to delete the airbag sensors. I don't know if all vehicles are like that, but from what I understand, you got to delete the airbag sensors, and it costs money to do that. And this,
there is actually a oh crap, what the hell is it called now? There's a computer system that you actually hook to your OBD2 sensor, and you can change all that yourself.
Really?
Yeah. Let me look it up. Hold on.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, because I haven't looked into anything because I don't plow snow, so I haven't really gotten in depth with it. But last I looked into it, you got to delete airbag sensors and all that crap, because airbag sensors, there's like a ball bearing or whatever that rides in a thing, and if you hit an impact, that thing slides to determine whether or not depending on the impact, that little ball bearing will slide in that chamber and determine if it needs to trigger airbags or not, depending on the impact. So if you're plowing snow, or if whatever you plow into a curb, it's going to deploy your airbags thinking you got into a collision, and you just, you total a vehicle out that way. Airbags deploy, it's not good. So that's kick-ass if you can plug something into that plug down there and reprogram that.
To find it.
That's kick-ass.
Jeepers use it in order to either disable like the airbag system or to reset the calibration for their tire size. It's used for a multitude of purposes and such.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I need to find the name of the damn thing again.
Because when I was planning it out, if I were to do any type of snow, the thing is, usually towards February is when we get any type of significant snowfall that would justify plowing. I know a lot of guys plow, if it's 2 inches or more, you plow parking lots, whatever. But our significant snowfall only happens, once or twice a year. And to me, that wasn't worth investing another, almost $10,000 to get an old beater truck and throw a plow on it and salt or whatever else. I couldn't justify the cost for my area. Then I was thinking using the truck I have, but then the airbag thing, and then apparently, now what Obama's saying, there's something you can plug in to completely avoid that issue.
With your truck is to make sure you line it somehow or another so that you protect it from all the salt, so that you're not destroying your truck.
Oh, the salt. Yeah, that goes back to where, living in Alaska for 17 years. Salt will feast on a vehicle's frame, body, everything. It gets everywhere. We got 9 months of the year almost of
Yeah.
salted roads. If you have any type of aggressive tire or tire at all, it's gonna toss that BS up into your frame. Everything, that salt is gonna get underneath the paint. It's gonna bubble it, and you will. Almost every pickup truck vehicle you see is going to have some type of salted road battle scar if they've been there for more than 2 years. That's apparent.
Oh yeah.
And it'll tear the value of your vehicle up because the salt has destroyed. It's feasted through the frame to the point where it's not safe if you get in a collision, unless that's it. The frame's damaged, you total the vehicle. That's all there is to it. Not really any coming back from that, but it comes to the frame. The frame, at least. That's what I'm
Get it coated, get it treated.
Yeah, you got to do all that stuff to it. But a lot of people didn't even do that up there. They just get in their vehicle and they drive.
Yep.
That's it. They take that stuff on head on. So.
Where is it?
Thank you, Wild Bill. So I got 2 channels, Wild Bill. Which ones you subscribe to? Because I got my review channel and I got my lawn channel. Probably my lawn channel is the one you found. So, because I don't have my lawn channel hinted at anywhere. Barnes Lawn and Tree is my lawn channel. I don't upload as much as I used to because I don't know. I lost my passion for uploading, I guess. I don't know.
I think a lot of people did. It just kind of dwindled off with all the bullshit that went on.
I make my jobs last twice as long because of filming and camera angles. I waste my evening away editing, and then I put it online just for it to get 100 views a year, and it's just not worth it to me. So, unfortunately, that's my truth when it comes to it. Unless I'm doing some kind of niche video of some super wicked overgrown lawn and I'm using specialty equipment that is popular in Europe that I can tag and get lots of views on, I don't really bust out the cameras. I really don't. I don't know.
We don't either. Every once in a blue moon. Now, like I said, I am working on a trail video that I'm going to get posted up. It'll probably go up on his channel.
Yeah, that'll be cool to watch. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be cool to watch. But as far as the lawn stuff, how many times are you going to watch somebody mow a lawn and not get bored of it? There's only so much you can show when it comes to mowing grass. It gets old. And if I can't produce some type of interesting video of some dangerous situation that could kill somebody or whatever else, there's no point in busting cameras out. That's this season alone, 2022 season. I think I've uploaded 5 videos. That's it.
Wow.
It's just, and like 3 of those, 2 or 3 of those is review videos based on a sponsor of somebody sending me something. That's it. So I don't know. I don't make my living off YouTube. It's a pastime. And if I don't have the time for it, or if I don't feel like it, I'm not obligated to do it. If I have, 15 people that are interested in every video I post, that's cool. But those 15 people ain't paying my bills. So unfortunately, not to sound like an asshole, but if I don't feel like dealing with 45 minutes of video and condensing it down to 6 minutes, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. It's just not worth it.
I mean, if these people want to see it, they can jump on the Discord server and I'll just go live and they can watch me do it in real time instead of me wasting all this time to do it. But it's, I don't know. If I was getting 300,000 views a month, well, yeah, you're going to get a video every 3 days. But it's just not that way.
Where is this? I know I'm getting closer to it.
What?
The device that Melissa has been using. Oh fuck! I can't think of the damn name of it.
But yeah, Wild Bill, I put a video out once in a while just for fun, like Last year I put a few videos out. It was fun. This year I was just like, man, so many things happened this year. It was just like YouTube is the least of my worries. If I feel like it, it'll happen. If I'm just having a day where it's like, oh my God, I want to take some cameras out, then, it'll happen. Otherwise, I am not going out of my way to charge batteries, take cameras, take tripods, do this, stop my work to move a tripod. It's not worth it to me. I'm not going through that. I'm going to get my work done and I'm going to go home and I'm going to pay my bills. That's all there is to it.
I agree with you.
If I have some crazy tree job or something cool, and if I feel like it on top of that, I'll throw a camera on.
Sadie, get down.
I'm
I
not
did
going to
all
sit
kinds
there.
of the damn thing again.
I'm not going to place that unnecessary burden on myself when I'm not making any kind of money off of these videos to throw some content out. This is all there is to it. I put enough content out to document my business and where it's going. If I were to look back on it, that's about it.
So the product is called Flash Cal. It's one word. FLASHCAL. Super chips.
Flash Cal Super Chip.
Yes. There's one that's for Jeeps, and I'm sure there's probably for other vehicles as well. But that's been something that people have been using to help recalibrate and such.
Yeah.
For like the speedometer, it's supposed to be for like a whole slew of shit.
You ain't lying there, Bill.
And yeah, that's a point too. You double your work time on a job site turning cameras on. I don't know if it's that way for you, Steve, if you just kind of set it and forget it and do whatever and edit later. But at least when I make a lawn video, I'm getting off of a lawnmower. I'm picking up a tripod and a camera. I am moving it. I am replacing it. I mow this section. I get off the lawnmower. I move the tripod and the camera. I film that. And it's just like, I don't want to deal with that. It is triple digit heat index. I'm dying out here. I don't feel like it. I don't care about it. I want to get this done and get back in some air condition and feel like I'm alive again. That's it.
That depends on the size of the yard. Depends if I take the time to move the camera around.
Yeah. If you got wide open property, big wide open property, you set it and you forget it and you time lapse it and throw some music on it and you're done. Cool. But man, for these little postage stamp, like I got a lot of postage stamp lawns, I'm boom, 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 in and out. I am not busting cameras and tripods out on a job that should take 15 to 25 minutes and to extend that to 30 to 45 minutes just moving cameras and tripod. I'm not doing it. And the thing is, once you film them once, it's old news after that.
Yep.
Okay? Why watch the same lawn twice? Unless there's something absolutely crazy happening on that property.
Like maybe you're changing the stripes up. Maybe you did, a special pattern or something. That I could understand. But
And that's the thing. Who is really going to care enough to sit there and watch an 8-minute video because you changed a stripe pattern? I'm just being real. Who's going to watch that? It's like, oh, wow, you're going a different direction. We've already seen this property. Big deal. It's like, man. So when I post a video, I try to make it something new that hasn't been quite on the same level as I've released before. That, I don't know. Like I said, I don't make a living off YouTube, so it's the least of my priorities. If I post a video, it's because I felt like it, and I have the time to do it, and I felt like doing it. So, there you go.
I'm right there with you, Factor. I don't make a living off of YouTube, so...
Yeah, we just do it for fun. If someone sends us a product, oh, hey, we're going to send you this trimmer head. Please make a video. Okay, cool. I'll make a video on it. We'll do it. We'll take the whole day today. And we'll get a whole bunch of 30 to 45 second clips of using this on different properties. And that's great. We'll make a video of it. No problem. That's one thing. But when it comes to general lawn mowing, you're going to run out of scenery to put in videos to keep things interesting. That's just all there is to it. We don't have a turnover rate that qualifies for new scenery to the extent of releasing a video every 3 to 7 days. That's all there is to it. We don't have 400 accounts to where we can do that with. You know, and
Yep.
if we did, we'd have crews going out, and you know, I ain't gonna be buying, you know, $400 GoPros for crews to use. You know, shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. The tree workers, if you're a tree worker, guess what? Here's the beauty of being a tree worker. Every single tree is a brand new situation. You never know what can happen with that tree.
Exactly.
So you can videotape all 500 trees you remove in the year, and it's a brand new, fresh video. You can't do that with lawn mowing. You know, I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying, Steve. You know exactly what I'm trying to say. So,
I know what you're saying.
you know,
I get it too.
we got to keep it fresh. We got to keep it interesting. Why release the same page of everything just reworded slightly differently? It's going to get old after a while. I got some properties that I've put on twice, but that's because something weird is happening. Or, oh, these people haven't called me for 4 months and it's 3.5, 4 feet tall. Yeah, it's going to be cool because we get to use some new equipment. You know, we get to burn 3 times the amount of fuel on this property doing whatever. So, excuse me. But, you know, I don't know. It's fun. I'm trying to find some different videos to make for the channel, and I just can't think of any because I ain't got nothing interesting enough in my situation to film. That's the problem. I don't want to put out boring content. Nobody likes that. I want to put out something
Yeah, I
fun
keep
that's
getting-
happy to watch.
I keep getting people asking me about you guys if you're local.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're kind of local. We're local in spirit, right? So,
Yep.
we're kind of neighbors. We got a little bit of a gap between us. Yeah, we're not have dinner every Sunday night kind of neighbors. Yeah. That was fun when we went up there. That was a good time. Cutting trees in the snow and shit. That was fun.
That was wild.
Man.
But
Oh, I
think
still-
good.
I still feel bad about Sunday though. When we were up there that Sunday, the snow came down. I'm like, man, that's a slippery ass platform. It's like, oh, it's not safe. We got to do something. So it's like, man, I grabbed a saw and I found a way to put it to use at least on something that Sunday to do. I mean, that snow came overnight. I was like, shit, that was good. I see. Here's the thing.
yeah,
Okay, so here's a perfect example of YouTube. So Elms Lawn Care and I, we traveled all the way to Ohio with the Whirlies. We did like some 45 minute. We did like deadly trees in Ohio. We got the whole video edited and put it out. Guess what? It only has like 105 views or 110 views. I mean, man. I mean, we didn't go up there just for the YouTube. Don't get me wrong. It was not the purpose. But just for in terms of YouTube and making videos on behalf of YouTube, it's like, unless you have the following, it's tough. It's tough to grind out the videos in any type of aggressive manner, especially when you're in a profession that has a lot of repetition in it. You know, you can only film a line worker so much before it gets old. You can film one godlike worker video with that one line worker on that one shift before you can't do it again because it's the same goddamn thing. You know, it's just used up. The creativity just got used up on the first one. You can't do it again. You know, that's the struggle we face. So if we get a brand new property that's scarier hills, like I filmed, I think one of the last lawn mowing videos I uploaded was Grandpa's lawn. Why? Because it's super dangerous inclines on 80% of the property. Okay, cool. We're gonna name it Right ZK. I don't know. Dominates dangerous hill. I don't know what I named it. It's on my YouTube channel, but that's something interesting. It's a dangerous situation. You can roll a lawnmower. You could possibly die. I mean, whatever. You can put it up there. It's something cool. You know, people at least watch a couple minutes of it before they click off. You know, I think that was like an 8-minute video I put up, but you have to switch it up. And it's difficult in our industry to do that. Unless you already have a massive following, or you're sitting in your truck and you're giving out business advice, tips, or whatever. People will gobble that stuff up. But unless you're doing that, there ain't no work filming that's going to keep an audience. It's difficult. It's really difficult. And that's why I haven't filmed hardly anything this year, because it's like, God damn it, I don't have the time to do it. It's just, this is a cool project I had, check it out, kind of thing. That's it.
I think that's all of us, Bill.
Santa's Little Helper. I remember your bitch ass from like 3 years ago. You were in here trolling this shit up. Santa's Little Helper. We had Santa, we had Santa's Little Helper, we had Santa's Little Elf. I remember that. I remember it. From like 2-3 years ago. Evening, Santa. You're a little early on the call, even though we got snow. Hot chocolate, marshmallows, and preparation is your biggest key right now. Check in with the elves. Man, there's been some wild ass streams. Oh, man.
What one?
But yeah, I don't know. That's my take on YouTube. I don't know how many people can relate. I try to be as real as I can when it comes to that stuff. It's like, I'd love to make videos every day, but it's just, there's only so much content you can put out before you exhaust everything interesting. And it's just...
Well, it's like going live every day.
Yeah, you know, you go live every day and it's like, okay, we got the round table bullshitting session. Cool. You know. Or you have the one live session, you know, once every 2 weeks or once a month, and it's like, oh, hell yeah, what are these people going to talk about this month? Or what are we going to talk about now? It's been a while. And people get interested and they flood in to watch it because it's been so long. If you do it every single day, people are like, they're just going to talk about that bullshit again. And half the time they're right, because what else is there to talk about? I mean, that's just all there is to it. So when you do it, when you spread that stuff out, it makes it interesting for everybody to watch.
Yeah, it got time consuming and like took over life in general.
It does. It really gobbles up your free time when you're making videos and stuff. I mean, it takes time to edit videos. Unless you are super skilled or have a degree in, like, you know, you get a degree in that kind of stuff. It takes time for us end users to get these programs fired up and to do this and do that and to make it think it's as presentable as we can make it. And it takes time to do that. What takes us an hour to do, it takes a professional 5 to 10 minutes. And that's the thing. There's only so much time in a day before you want to relax and just watch some TV or read a book or drink a beer or whatever you want to do. And if you gobble all that time up with YouTube and you get nothing out of it, it's like, what the hell? I worked until I went to sleep and I got to repeat it again. It's not, you know, come on.
Yeah, that's the way I used to be.
Yeah, it's like, man. And Steve, your videos are great to watch. They're fun to watch. I watched every single one of them damn near. But again, it's like, man, there has to be
his videos a little bit to not make it the same thing over and over and over boring.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be, there's got to be something
difficult
to,
after a while.
Right. It's additional labor in the day. You know, you spend 8 hours lawn mowing in wicked temperatures. It's like you're just about ready to freaking die when you get home. Then you got another 3.5 hours of editing to do on videos. It's like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to be up till 1 o'clock in the morning dealing with videos to release at 6 a.m. the next day, and then I only get 4 hours of sleep. No. If we got some fun storm cleanup or tree job or something, anything that involves power saws, I basically fire up because it's always different every single time. That's like what I was saying, you know, moments ago, earlier today. If it involves chainsaws, it's usually different in every single situation. There's always something new that will happen or some new situation because every situation is different. With lawn mowing, though, man, it's tough. It's tough.
Okay. I got Christmas parade November 8th. Think I can get it decked out and ready for Christmas in 5 days?
No.
Bet you I can.
So Santa's Little Helper. If you've been shopping at the big box stores, I ain't got no shopping at no big box stores. I shop at the Amazon of the .com.
That is the big box store.
That is the god of retail right now is Amazon. Walmart, they have dethroned Walmart almost.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have. Actually, yeah, they have. I think I can say it with confidence that Amazon has dethroned Walmart.
Yeah.
Because Walmart has partnered with Amazon, so that should say something. So, I love Amazon. I think Amazon's great. You know, I shop on Amazon. You know, whatever. I don't care about the billionaires with that. Whatever. I don't give a shit about that. They earn their money. They worked for that. They got it. You know, I don't care. I shop on Amazon. I like Amazon. It's convenient. I open up my web browser while drinking a cup of coffee, and I can buy anything I want. I mean, what's better than that? Easy. Brilliant idea. E-commerce to the extreme right there.
I need a power inverter.
Santa Claus has not partnered with Amazon. Or maybe he has, secretly. Will we ever know the truth? Have the elves been commissioned to Amazon? Or are they still loyal to the North Pole? Oh, shit. Yeah, I still got my Christmas tree over here. I still got him. I still got him hanging out. It's Christmas time. It's getting to be Christmas time. I love the snow. I'm glad we got snow. I'm happy to see it. Some people dread the snow. They don't like the white stuff. To me, it's the sperm of the gods, the snow.
But
So-
Bill, that's what makes your video so good because you're so picky.
That's the thing. You know what? That's the thing, too. I'm nitpicky as hell when it comes to my videos. That's why it takes me, for one reason, so long to edit. Yeah, I could stitch a whole bunch of clips together and throw it out, but it's like, oh, man.
You can have this. It's really cold.
But I like to take my time with the videos and try to make it something presentable.
Like 17. It was one that turned into like 20 of them. That's a really cool one. I don't know if you want it.
Yeah, so Santa's little helper, you've been watching the grass videos. You better be delivering some lawnmowers this Christmas season. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway,
You know I was gonna throw that up there.
the tall grass videos. Yeah, the tall grass videos are fun. You want to know why? Because the tall grass videos, every single one is unpredictable because you don't know what's hiding underneath that grass. You could have some joker on a lawnmower out there, and they could roll over something, God knows what it is, and have some Chernobyl situation that blows up a lawnmower and blows them into Kingdom Come, and you don't know about it until it's caught on video and put on YouTube. So it's always something different with that. And people, for some reason, it's some kind of like therapeutic satisfaction to watch super tall grass cut down. That's
Or
why
you
no
can
matter
have a
any overgrown job I get, I try to kick a camera on because for some reason, it's therapeutic for people to watch something really tall become really short.
AMSR.
Yeah, AMSR. If you do audio only and you don't put music or anything and you just let it roll with like the white noise of the engine sound, just fluctuating ever so slightly, yeah, people seem to like that a lot.
yeah, you know, in fact, it could be like the DeWalt booth at GIE.
Dude, that was so messed up. I seen that and I was like, dude, that is the worst possible situation for something like that to happen. That is the worst.
Yeah, they
Possible
debuted their
scenario.
electric lawnmower to catch its on fire.
That was their flagship mower, and that bitch caught on fire. That is the worst place that could have happened is there. It's like any customer, that thing could have melted down any day of the week for any customer, and nobody would know about it. But at GIE, when everyone has a video camera now, a cell phone taking 50 megapixel photos, no one is going to skip a beat on any situation anywhere anymore. That's just, we don't live in that world. You know, it's not only the news people that have high-end cameras now. You can buy $1,000 cell phone that has more megapixel count than a $3,000 camera. Think about it. People can document anything in 4K HD, UHD quality now. And they're going to do it. And DeWalt, man, that's so bad. I don't even know if they've released it, if they've had an official press release or anything in regards to that since then. I don't know. I haven't looked into it past the fact that That was an article that was written and it blew up
Mix up a couple
really big. And a lot of videos got released on that.
I need to do.
Right now, you know.
No, it's fine. I just need a cup of ice water.
Good night, Santa's little helper. Stay dirty. Stay dirty. And stay thirsty. C'est la vie.
Night, Sam will help her.
Yeah, this thing's empty. Damn it.
Yeah, personally, I wouldn't care if we changed the channel around to where, what's wrong? Oh, you're gonna smoke while you're at it?
Yep.
To where we did more things like the Jeep rides and, you
Yeah.
know, holiday baking and just various events that we do and stuff.
So yeah, all you got to do is if you take one of the kids along with you to one of the wheeling trips, allocate them to the cameraman. That's it. Boom. Every single time you go wheeling can be a different situation depending on what happens.
Oh God, yeah.
That's the
All
thing.
3 trails. We went on 3 different trails, and there's obviously little breaks and paved paths and whatnot that you go on in order to get to the other one.
Right.
But I mean, each one was completely different. There was
Right.
no 2 trails alike.
Right. And see, that's the thing. You could run all those trails 100 times and you're going to have 100 different outcomes, whether they're good or bad. You know, hopefully they're not catastrophic, but, you know, good, bad, and then you got catastrophic, which you don't want catastrophic. Bad is fine. Bad can be fixed. Catastrophic, someone's probably getting hurt. You don't want that. But,
No.
you know, you're going to have a different situation every single time, which people will watch that all the time because you don't know what's going to happen. Oh, the tire was wet in this situation on this rock versus the last time because it didn't rain the night before. And, you know, you never know. It's always something different. So people
see,
will
that's what I'm
watch
trying
that.
to figure out with this video. We have 3 separate trails. So basically 3 different videos essentially, because I drove the first trail, he drove the second one, and I drove the third trail. And I'm really thinking about splitting it up into a 3-part video type deal, because each one is over an hour long if I were to just let it go natural. But I'll have some editing, you know, there's a few little things here and there. So I'm not sure if I should, you know, combine it into just one video and shorten it down, or, you know, do I go ahead and make it, you know, a multiple series type thing?
Yeah. Well,
But each one's different. I mean, it's there's so much variance. It's not even funny.
I mean, you can edit them to some extent, but you know, you got to keep the meat and potatoes of it in there.
Yeah, I can't go like overtly crazy and go speed up this section and slow down the. You know, then you start missing things because all along the trail it's totally different. And I'll tell you what, the camera does not do the trail rides a lot of justice.
Right.
On
No,
these
they don't.
angles and how steep things are, like whether we're going downhill or we're going uphill, some of the grades, it does not do it any good. Like there's times where we're at a 30, 45 degree angle and it looks like we're literally going to just scrape right across the mud wall and everything with the side of the vehicle. Luckily didn't, but my God, you're sitting there holding yourself, pulling yourself to the other side, praying you're not going to go all the way over.
Right.
But it holds beautifully.
Well, the thing is, when it comes to wheeling videos, anything between 15 and 20 minutes long is your sweet spot.
Okay.
From what I've noticed from the big channels like Bleep and Jeep, Matt's Off-Road Recovery, all of them, all big channels, I'm sure you've watched all of them.
Oh, yeah.
15 to 20 minutes is like the sweet spot for a wheeling video. You get all your bread and butter in that 20 minutes, and that's it. You're great. It's gravy from there. That's it.
And I can probably do that if I split it up into 3 videos and just like release them a day or 2 apart.
Yeah, there you go. Part 1, part 2, part 3. Boom, bam, done.
And I could probably put them down at 20. Because I seriously, I'm sitting here, I was just looking at it as it's all downloading right now. I've got 6.5 hours worth of video.
Jeez. Yeah, see, that's tough to put on a 20-minute video. So
Yeah.
I'd be like a part 1, part 2, part 3, like you said, and make it an hour, condense 6 hours down to 1 hour. I could see that being realistic. Yeah, you're probably going to cut some stuff out, but you got to take the juiciest parts and put them all into a compilation. Compilation videos is basically what it is.
Yeah.
And get an hour of
showing the
wicked
highlights,
footage.
showing the
Yes.
more extreme parts, because there are definitely parts where we're just going around some bends and it's just a rock, a basic gravel path type deal. I don't need to show all that.
Right.
I want to show where we're going through the creeks, where we're hitting all these big mud holes and all the fun shit. I got a lot more sitting out there than I realized. Thank you. We're still getting crap pulled into the house from the trip.
That's the last of it, except for the waters.
You drinking this water? Would you like to make it sweet tea? Nope. Would you like to make it Kool-Aid?
Okay. I don't got anything. I have the orange crush upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, Bill, that's the biggest thing I got to figure out is how to get the cameras to actually give it better justice.
So I don't know what the new GoPros have, but at least with my high-end DSLR or my high-end cameras, you have a built-in leveling plane. You know what? What's better way than to physically show what I'm talking about? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can show. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Let me see if it'll focus in on this. Okay. See that bar in the middle? That's in camera level. And once you get it bang on, it'll go green. That's your level. So leveling is incredibly important to justify your angles. If you're off cant at all with your camera, you're going to alter the angle of the hill or whatever you're trying to climb. If you keep it level, that is your best bet at getting the main perspective shown of the severity of the hill you're trying to climb. Or you can kind of alter that depending on the circumstance to make it look steeper or not as steep. We've all seen those videos on YouTube and people calling them fake and whatnot, but that's your best bet.
That's cool.
So this camera has built-in level. It's digital. It's computerized, yes, but you get what I'm saying. So I don't know if the new GoPros or anything have that, but it is nice.
They all
If
have
anything-
that style,
right.
but it'll auto level.
Okay, there you go. So I would try to utilize that to keep everything as true as possible, and then just keep an eye on the composition of the shot as best you can to justify that angle. You know what I mean? To make it as accurate as possible. If the camera doesn't have anything like that, then you can buy a lot of tripods with bubble levels on them, and that it's the same thing. Bubble levels are honestly more accurate than that because it's as accurate as you can get because air bubbling goddamn liquid. So, yes, Wild Bill. So this is a Nikon Z7 II mirrorless camera. It's a 45.5 megapixel camera. Takes 4K HD video at I think up to 60 frames a second. I don't know if it's 120. I haven't looked into the video capability because I use GoPros for all my work filming because I don't want to take this out and get grass all over it. Too much money to have that. So, yeah, Nikon Z7 II. You go ahead and check them out on Nikon.com. Probably going to be some Black Friday sales on it. Should run you about $2,500 for this camera here. Body alone, no lens included. $2,000 to $2,500 depending on where you look. So, you get a lens with it. You get the 24 to 70 f4. It's not a very fast lens. It is a very sharp lens. It will take beautiful photos. That'll put you at about $3,800. It's a $1,000 lens. So you'll be putting that onto the price as well if you get a package deal. But Black Friday's coming up, so check it out. Yeah, I like Nikon. I've been a Nikon shooter forever, so I prefer Nikon. A lot of people are favorable to Canon, and the newest thing on the block now is Sony cameras. The Sony cameras are, that's what everybody's running, is Sony right now. I'm an oddball. I don't like to follow trends. I like my Nikon to make great rifle scopes, binoculars, spotting scopes, and I trust their cameras as well. So I've been running Nikon for a long time. However, my current rifle scopes that I run are from Vortex Optics for my rifle scopes. Binoculars and spotting scopes, I stick with Nikon. So, anyways, little plug for Nikon there. I am not sponsored by them. I wish I was. I had to pay for that out of pocket.
Pixie girl.
Shot. Yeah, keeping shots level and well composed, that's the best weapon against getting any type of it's the best weapon to convey the steepness or shallowness of a slope. And even then, for real, no matter what, a camera will not do it justice versus standing there in person watching it happen. That just won't happen. Unless you're Hollywood and you have a lot of money to spend on a team to convey that. But
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about is people get motion sickness with these video recordings.
I wouldn't worry about it. Capture your moments. They're your moments. They're your fun times. Capture them and post them. People get motion sickness. Well, guess what? They can click off just as fast as they clicked on. I'll tell you what gives me, I wouldn't say sickness, but what gives me sweaty palms and high blood pressure is watching those tower climbers.
Yeah.
People who work on towers.
Oh,
Cell
God,
towers or radio towers that are, 1,500 feet in the air changing light bulbs. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Or watching Buck and Billy Ray climb one of those 1,000-foot tall pine trees.
Dude, he climbs to the tips of those things. You're talking like 3.5-inch wood and a 200-pound man on that. And he's just up there. It's like, dude, you're fucked up. He's crazy, but I love him. I love Buck and Billy Ray. I think he's on YouTube the way he is so he doesn't talk his wife's head off. YouTube's his outlet to talk. He's a good man. Buck and Billy Ray. Check him out. If you like watching people cut trees down, he's one of the all fallers of tree falling. Old school Canadian faller. Yeah, exactly, Wild Bill. And that's true. That is real. When they're that high, all you see is the cloud layer below you. That is real. And I'll tell you what else is real? If a storm were to blow in, there is no quick way out of that tower. You got to climb down. Those people aren't parachuting off the top. They're not getting picked up with a helicopter. They are climbing down rung by rung. There is no quick way down. They are stuck up there if bad weather comes in, and they got to go all the way back down, one peg at a time.
Oh yeah,
That is real.
they're getting paid, $20,000 to change a single light bulb up on the top.
Yeah, you're getting paid a lot of money, and one mistake can cost you your life. You're not up there with a parachute. You're up there with you. You got your hooks, you got your belt, and you got your bag of tools that can weigh up to 40 pounds that you're dragging up there with you. And the scary thing is, here's the scary thing. A lot of them pro climbers that go up there and do that for a living, they're free climbing a lot of it. They're not hooking on every single rung every time they go up. You see that in YouTube videos, but them guys that do that all the time, that don't have a fear of heights or a fear of falling, they will free climb that to the top before they actually take a hook off and they hook on, so they can lean back. Or when they do lean back and take a rest, that's when they'll hook on so they can put their weight on the hooks, on the pegs, to take a break. Other than that, a lot of them guys will free climb for the sake of saving time, because it takes a long time to climb all the way to the top. Are they supposed to do that? No, because you can die real quick, obviously.
Just thinking about it is giving me the willies.
Yeah, that's it. It's intimidating. It's scary stuff. Then people earn every dollar of their paycheck. You only mess up once on a job like that and you're done. You know, that's why you bring 2 of everything up there. You drop a wrench you need, well, guess what? You drop that, that's the only one you got. You better reschedule that maintenance date. Because it's a long way down and a long way back up. And someone's out of a lot of money because of that. Whether it's the company or the client paying for that to happen. It's scary stuff.
And I'd hate to be the person that gets hit by said wrench.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy stuff. I got a lot of respect for them tower climbers. I ain't gonna find me doing that. No
Well,
way.
most of
Not a
them,
chance in hell.
those tools have got some form of attachment to them too.
Yeah, I mean, their tool bag is attached to them. A lot of the individual tools within that bag are usually not attached to those people. It's too much line to carry up and everything. It's just too much to attach onto a belt. There's not enough attachment points. It's just be careful. Make every second count when you're doing a job like that, because you only got to do it every 6 months or once a year, depending. So do it right the first time.
Hey, Bill,
You're
I
gonna-
wouldn't get that high to shit my pants. I'd die.
Yeah. It's scary stuff. You take an elevator up, 800-900 feet on some of them towers. You take an elevator up, and then the other 1,000 feet, it's up to you. You're hooking on and you're climbing. And some of them transitions, man.
Yeah, Bill, that's right. It was something the new light bulb didn't work.
Yeah, for real. That's it. What if you get a faulty product and you're up there and you're trying to change it and it's faulty? So guess what? New one don't work. And then that's in the case that if the old one still works and it's just scheduled for a change out on maintenance, you put the old one back in and you reschedule that date. Then someone is out of a lot of money to reschedule for that man to go up there, because he didn't go up there once for free. He's still getting paid for that. So if he has to go back up 3 days later, that's an additional, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 to send that human being back up that tower to do that. It's not free. Someone is eating that cost somewhere. It's crazy stuff. But you ain't ever going to find my ass up there doing that. No way. Nope. 30 to 50 feet is about as high as you're going to find me off the ground. Other than that, hell no. Nope. You'll die at 30 to 50 feet if you fall too. You can die just as easy as at 2,000 feet. That's the thing. I guess that's kind of the mindset you got to get into. Trust your gear and know that, hey, I could fall from 25 feet and break my neck and die, or I can fall from 2,000 feet and die. Death is death at the end of the day. You get up there and you do your job. It's just a mental thing. That's it. It's all mental. Dead is dead. Height is height.
Yeah,
Get to
they're
a certain-
mental, all right.
It's mental. It's a mental battle. It's a brutal mental battle. That's the same thing with climbing trees. I climb trees and I trim trees and I prune trees. I climb trees. I don't go crazy high. I don't go 200 feet. Hell no, I ain't doing that. That's a mental thing. I know my gear, my ropes. I can hang 3 of my trucks from them all day long and that rope will never break. But it's just the psychological battle you have to go through to be that high off the ground. And it's because we're not used to it. We're used to working on the ground, a stable surface. We're not used to working at height. It's a totally different ball game. You can drive a car, you can fly a plane. One's going to be a whole lot different than the other based on situation. You're 30,000 feet in one scenario and you're planted to the pavement in the other. Funny thing is, one is a lot safer than the other.
Yeah,
Go figure.
Keep me on the pavement.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. I plan to have my feet planted on the ground. Thank you very much. Man. Crazy stuff.
Good girl, Pixie.
Mm-mm.
That sucks, Bill. I remember when I was
Yeah.
working for a buddy of mine doing a pressure washing job on a house. That was a 2-story house.
Oh man.
And the ladder I had to climb. I had to put it on a hill, so I had to use bricks
Ooh.
underneath the foot
Ooh.
to keep it level.
Oh, I wouldn't have done that. That's sketchy as hell. Oh shit.
It was sketchy, all right.
God damn it.
But I got the house done.
Ooh. It's like we're gonna build some scaffolding before I do that.
That sucks, Bill.
Ooh. Yeah, you drop a tool, you gotta go back down and get it. Yeah. See, ladders give me the heebie-jeebies. Ladders do. I'd rather be attached to a tree 100 feet up with a scare strap in my spurs than to be on a ladder. Because guess what? If you attach yourself to the ladder, or if you don't attach yourself to the ladder, either way, you're going down with that ladder. There is no other outcome. You're following that ladder to the ground.
Yep.
It's not like when you're watching the Griswolds at Christmas time when he's putting the fucking Christmas lights up. You don't teeter off the top and go back to that. If that ladder's going down to the grass, you're going with it. Oh, man. Yeah, and you know what, Bill? You're right. You got to factor in the weight of your balls depending on how high you're going, too. Can the tree, ladder, scaffolding, ropes, whatever support the weight of your balls for going as high up as you went? Oh, that's funny.
I got one of them fold up ladders, Bill, and I don't mind it one bit. I'll put that thing up against the peak of the house out here and put up Christmas lights. Now I won't look down.
You'll lay sprawled out, stretching as far as you can to reach the edge without getting to the edge.
Yep. The pixie girl. Shows we got 5 in here, but it's just us 3 talking.
Yeah.
I think Will was hanging around just listening. And don't that count for something?
That's right, you are counted in on that.
Yeah? I'm nobody again.
Then how come it drops down to 3 from time to time? Saying this StreamYard being stupid. Yep.
Because you're not counted on that? That I like.
Oh, hell, Bill. My computer says it's raining outside, but it's snowing.
Man.
Yeah, I bet, Bill, with your mom being the Christian type that she is, I bet you the neighbors got a kick out of it. Comfy there, Pixie. I think I'm gonna sit and rest some more.
Yeah.
After we wash the Jeep. The Jeep is quite muddy.
Pixie's asleep in my lap.
Mm.
Yeah, I bet, Bill.
Man, oh man. All right. Well, I'm going to bounce off of here, Steve. It's good to talk to you for a while.
Yeah, I probably would do the same thing.
Yeah. It's been fun.
1 o'clock in the morning. Holy crap.
I know. It got late quick. God damn it. So, all right, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Steve, it's good talking to you. Mama, it's good talking to you.
Good talking to you too, hon.
All right. We'll see y'all on the next one.
All right, in fact, have a good one.
All right. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
So, what's your plans for tomorrow, there, Bill? Oh, my neck sore.
My whole body is sore. Should have him just call you.
Yeah, Bill, give me a call, buddy. I'm gonna get in and shut this down.
There's no sense. I'm tired.
All right, I'll talk to you in a few minutes.
I want to take a good pain pill.
Good night, everybody.